Hi there and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to show you how you can create a logo for your store. Actually, in my opinion, the best option would be is to go to Fiverr and to hire someone to do that for you, because this would give you the most professional option. And I also recommend you to go with several freelancers, not only to go with your first option, because in this way you will get several options. And also it would be better if you can offer some inspiration for the people who are doing your logo, so they can know exactly what you want. But let's say you want to design your logo by yourself and you want to take the shortest road and to make things very simple. The first thing I recommend you to do is to go to Hatchful from Shopify. It's a place where you can create logos in seconds for your brand. So you go in here and you click on Get Started. In here you pick your industry. So if you are in fashion, health and beauty, home and gardening, and so on. Actually, my industry is not very clear in here, so I will pick it as maybe in here. Let me see. And maybe this one. Maybe it's between these two. Let me see if there is something else I can add. I think this is it. I'm going to click on Next. Okay, here I'm adding a virtual style. So visual style, like what are the things that I'm looking for? I'm looking for something like that or like that and so on. So I would pick something that looks like what I like. Actually, it's none of the above. My business name is Knitting and Needles. My slogan, I don't have one. I can create one if I have, but I don't have one, so I'm going to click on Next. Here, tell us where the logo will be used. So I'm going to pick online store or website, social media. I don't use business card, large surfaces, I don't think, physical store, I don't think, and I'm going to click on Next. So they have made these logos for me. Well, let me see if there is something that I like and I can go with. This is something that might actually be nice. Very simple, very nice. Let me see what other options do I have. Maybe this one is nice, but it's a little bit big. Let's say, for example, I decided to go with the one I liked above. Let's say this one. Now I can change it a little bit, okay? So I can modify some things in here, not everything, some things. So I go in here to fonts. I can change the fonts, for example. If I want to pick this one or maybe this one and so on. Here I can change also to handwriting. And here I can go to colors and I can change the colors to make them fit my branding colors. Okay, it's not that good, not that good. Let's say something like that. So now I have my logo. I can click on Next and I can download the logo. But as I told you before, I don't think that with this option you will get very professional logos. However, if you want to go with it, if you think that you can find what you need in here, this is an option that you can use. Okay, I'm going back now and I'm going to show you a different tool. This tool, it's called Canva, and I use Canva all the time. It's one of the tools that I love, and it allows us to create logos. So I'm going in here and I'm going to click on logo. And I'm going to click on logo in general. And see the templates provided by Canva. Canva has a free version and a paid version, and even with the free version you can do a lot. So I recommend you to try it out. It's an awesome tool. So as you can see here, there are many options that you can start with. Many of them are way nicer than the first tool I have showed you. Let me try to see if there is actually something that's related to knitting. So as you can see, there are many things that they are related to knitting. Maybe this one, or this one, or maybe this one. They are very nice. I'm going to pick simply this one, and I'm going to modify it. So this is my logo. It looks very good. If I want to change it, I'm going to go in here and see what they are suggesting as other options. Okay. And also I can scroll down and see other options, but I'm very satisfied with this option. Okay, I'm going to change this to my brand name. I can do it like that. Okay, sure, if you are designing your own logo, you should be taking much more time into doing that. I'm doing that quickly just as an example. And here I have my knitting. If I want to change this to fit my branding colors, here in Canva, you can go in here and you can go to your homepage and you can choose your branding kit, which means you can choose your colors, your brand colors, save them in here, and your brand fonts, and save them in here to use them directly whenever you are designing something new. Why this is important? Because when you are designing social media posts, when you are designing your emails, graphics, when you are doing anything related to your store, it's always good to stay consistent with your brand's colors and fonts. So here I am, I'm going in here to styles, and I'm going to click in here on my brand colors, and as you can see, everything is changing by my colors brand. However, for the header section, we need a logo without a background, and we need something like that for the Facebook page and the Instagram page. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going in here. I'm going to show you how you can download this without having the background. You go in here to download, and in here you choose to have a transparent background, and you simply download this image. Now I will be having a PNG, not a image with a background. I will make this a little bit bigger, and I'm going to download it like that. I guess I didn't mention that I want the background transparent. Yes, I need that. And I'm going to download this one. So now I can download this one in here, and now I have my logo. Okay, so now I'm going back to my Shopify, in here to my theme editor, and here inside of a header, I'm going to select a logo, and I'm going to add my logo. So now I have my logo in here. If I want my logo to be like, to have a horizontal layout, I can go back in here, and instead of having this square shape, I can do that. I can go on to resizing, and I can choose to resize it, or I can simply make it smaller, like this. Okay, and simply download it another time with a transparent background. For sure, if you are doing SEO, you should be changing everything to match your keywords, which means you should be putting your store name in here. Let's say it, call it knitting and needles logo. Okay, and I'm going back to my Shopify store. I'm going to upload this new design. Okay, I should have cropped it before. Let me crop it before. Let me crop it because we didn't resize it on Canva, so it would be better if we crop it in here, like that. I'm going to save. I'm going back to in here. I'm going to upload. And I'm going to upload my new logo. It's a little bit small, maybe. Let me see. Okay, this looks better. For sure, if this is a store that I'm working on, I would be going back and forth with that, but I'm doing this super quick, okay? So this is my logo. Now, let's say I want to take this small yarn as my favicon. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to resize this into 32 by 32 because this is the requirements of Shopify. And okay, it should be 40. I can resize it online, not a problem. Okay, and I'm going to click on resize. Okay, and I'm going to make it a little bit like that, bigger. Okay, and I'm going to download. Either you keep the background or you remove it. Let me say I want to remove it. I'm going to download this. So now I'm downloading my favicon. Let me call it favicon. Let me go in here to favicon, select image, upload. So let me now try to preview my store to show you how this, let me say first, let's go in here, let's go to view. And as you can see now, I have my logo in here and I have my favicon in here. So these are very small things that you can do in order to make your store look better. I hope this lecture will help you to create awesome logo, but remember, I always recommend you either to use Canva or to go with a freelancer to create a professional logo for your store. Sure, if you have some skills with Photoshop or with GIMP and you are good with that, for sure go and design your logo by yourself. But if you don't have any skill when it comes to designing, it's always good to hire someone or to use Canva. So this is it for this lecture. Stay tuned with me and let's meet in the next lecture.